Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop right there. That's not what I believe. Transgender women in sports. So one of the most frustrating things is some of they'll show like this big buff guy in a beard competing against women and, things like that. I identify as female, it's just this great tool that the adversary of transgender people have to make fun of us, and I'm sure those things happen, but boy, do I disagree. I think that it's a case by case thing. I mean, if you think that just because I was born a boy, I should compete against some of the athletic cis women out there, you must be hella sexist. Being born a boy is not that big of a thing. I'm 6'3". If you compare my body to other cis women that are 6'3", you'll realize that I look a lot better than you probably think. And I get it. I see. I have empathy. I can look through other people's eyes, I can look at myself through the eyes of religious people, and yeah, I'm fucking hideous. Holy shit. But I can also look at myself through love because that's my job. It's me. I'm supposed to love myself, and I think I'm also really beautiful. You just have to recognize gender's a spectrum, and I was born with a different kind of brain than cis men, and then there's epigenetics that send me down a path, and blah blah blah. Transitioning's been a miracle, and it's added much more capacity for self-esteem and stuff. But should I compete against men? Well, the sport that I've really spent more time on is boxing. Should I box women? Hell no. Even like there's no like I wouldn't I don't even in my dreams I don't like to pretend that I would ever beat up a woman, like the dialogue people would have and everything, and like, yeah, I just like would never do that, Do I think that ever happens? Yeah, I think it should happen. Yeah, I think that there are cases where trans girls and where it would be better to put, like if I was to compete in basketball, yeah, well, holy shit, yeah, put me with the women for sure, They would have nothing to feel. I'm 6'3", but still, even the short ones like would be able to kick my ass, And if you put me with men, there just would be no reason for it. But in like boxing, it doesn't matter. My beef's not with women. My beef's with men. I do fantasize about beating up men. Not in real life, but like in a sport like boxing, where I could do it legitimately for good. With the rules in boxing, but still, me fighting 20-year-old, I'm 51. It would be suicide for me to think I could beat up 20, men in boxing. They're in like their 20s. They would kick. They would. It would be really unfair. It would be cruel. Should I fight the women? They probably would also kick my ass, because of my age. But if I was younger, I just wouldn't want to do that. So I just disagree with both sides of the argument when it comes to trans women in sports. I think it's a case by case thing, and I think most of the time probably a trans woman, if she wants to compete in a sport, she better start training to compete against men. It's science shows that if you've gone through male puberty, your lungs are bigger, your heart is bigger, like it does give you physical advantage. Plus, I've been bullied and abused and beaten up and things like that, so I'm like all scared and everything. So like, like I've lived in kind of a bit more of a violent world than a lot of people. Like I legitimately would be, even though most cis men are significantly stronger than me physically, I still would probably be able to beat up most cis men. But I disagree with both sides. I think it's a case by case thing, and I think that most of the time trans women probably should be competing against trans men. They're just gonna have to work that much harder.